Hornets, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be taking a look at finding x-intercepts both with a calculator and without. We're going to start off by just reminding ourselves that we do have something called a change of base formula that we are often using. Let's use an a and a b, and we're going to do a change of base into a natural log. Natural log, I personally believe, easier. Natural log of the argument, that's the argument there, divided by the natural log of the base, and it's the old base. If you were looking at it, we could also call it log base a of b is equal to log base c of b divided by log base c of a. So we will need to use that at various times as we do these, so just be aware of that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and use the first problem, y equals 2 plus 5 ln of x. Now all we're going to do is exponentiate, and we're going to find our solution. We let y equal 0 because all x-intercepts have a y that is 0. We're going to subtract 2, 5 ln of x. We're going to divide by 5 ln of x, and then we're going to exponentiate. E to the negative 2/5 is equal to e to the natural log of x. The natural log of e and e cancel, leaving me with just x is e to the negative 2/5 power. Now we can find this answer by plugging it into our calculator. Let me just clear things out. E to the power of negative 2 divided by 5, and our answer is 0.6703. Let's go ahead and put this into our calculator and see what our x-intercept is when we graph. Okay, here we go. 2 plus 5 ln x close parenthesis. I'm going to be using Windows Zoom 6. There's the x-intercept. Second trace. Find my 0, 2. We want to be to the left. That's going to be below it. Then we want to be to the right, which will be above. And you'll notice we get 0.67032. Now, just be aware, I can go to my home screen and hit X, enter. Notice that the X that is currently stored in the calculator when I use X is the X that is on the axis or on the graph that I've already created. So just be aware, there are a couple of ways we could get it, okay? Let's go ahead and try another one. The next one gives me y equals 8 minus log base 3 of x. Now, once again, we have that log base 3. If I want to graph this, I'm going to graph it into a common log. 8 minus, let's do log base 10 x, log base 10 of 3, or I could do y equals 8 minus natural log of x over the natural log of 3. But we do want to get a common base. Putting this into my calculator, let's just go ahead and find it with the calculator first. 8 minus alpha y equals log base 10 of x, close parenthesis, go to the denominator, log base 10 of 3. Hit Zoom 6. Now, notice that's going to be huge. It's way off to the side. Let's see what the value is going to be so that we can figure out what is the x's or the domain that I want to work with. So if I'm working with this, let's go to the original. 0 equals 8 minus log base 3 of x. 8 negative equals negative log base 3 of x. Positive for both of them. Exponentiate. 3 to the 8 equals 3 to the log base 3 of x. These cancel, leaving me with 3 to the 8 equals x. Let's now find what is 3 to the 8th power. 3 to the power of 8. Whoa, look at that. 6,561. So when I do my windows, I want my x to reflect 6,561. And we know we're going through the x-axis, so I still want my windows to be negative 10 to 10, but I'm going to change it to, let's say, 6,500 to 6,500. Let's do 6,600. I'm going to go graph. And let's just check what happened. Making my life a little bit more difficult than I wanted. Let's just go ahead and see if we can't get a better zoom. Let's go -1 to 1. Okay, so it looks like it's crossing from here to here. So I'm going to go second trace, find my 0. You'll notice it's very small, so I'm going to go up just a little bit higher. It is still positive, though. Hit enter. And then we're going until we get a negative number here. Up, there's the negative number. Enter, enter. And 6561 is my solution. All right, let's go to another one. This time we're going to be taking a look at y equals 7 plus log base 7 to the 2x. So if I want to change this in so I can work with the calculator, I'm going to go 7 plus. And once again, I like natural logs. And I get that. So if I find my x-intercept that way, or option B, we go 0 equals 7 plus log base 7 of 2x. I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Beware, anybody can make a silly mistake, so don't get frustrated if you do. 7 to the -7th power equals 7 to the log base 7 of 2x. This gives me 7 to the -7th power equals 2x. And I have 1/2 of 7 to the -7th power is equal to x. So let's find out what that is. Going to my home screen, 0.5 times 7 to the power of -7, and I get a very, very tiny number. 0.000123456607132839. Now, we're working on calculus, we would consider this approximately 0 and be thinking in terms of those numbers. Let's go ahead and find out what we get when we put this into our calculator. We're looking at 7 plus the fraction alpha y equals. We have ln of 2x. And in the denominator, we have ln of 7. We hit zoom 6. Okay, wait a minute. And it's not giving me what I want. That's because it's so small that we can't see it. So I'm going to need to change my windows. I'm going to go from, let's do -0.5, and we're going to go to 0.1, and we're going to still have that graph. Notice we can't even see it. Gee whiz. That's because it's so small that our graph can't function that way. So I'm going to have to go 0 to 0.1, and I'm going to have to go 0 to 0.0001. Hit graph. Now we can see the x-intercept, but we can barely see it. You notice I'm going to constantly have to change that. So let's go second trace, find our 0. Again, this is not easy. We're looking for our negative numbers. Yeah, it's just not going to give me enough. Got to change my windows. 0.000001. And now we can find our x-intercept. Second trace, find the 0, 2. We want to be below, see how it's negative. We're now going to move up until we have a positive. It is now in the positive region. And notice I get 6.0713 times 10 to the negative 7th. And that's what we have right there. All righty, Hornets. That's using our calculator in order to find x-intercepts or finding x-intercepts by hand. It's all based upon solving with exponentiation, which is what we've been working on for the last week. I hope this has helped. Thank you very much for watching, and if you felt that this was useful, please click like, and I hope you subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Remember, it is easy to be mean. Bye, Hornets. Be well.